Усім привіт! Сьогодні ми спілкуємося із Яном Звітеном, ректором Нідерландської бізнес-академії. Пан Звітен співпрацює з Україною понад 20 років і координує декілька міжнародних проєктів у сфері вищої освіти. Сьогодні ми говоритимемо із вами про ваші захоплення, роботу та життя. Що ж, пан Звітен, розкажіть нам, будь ласка, про свій улюблений вид спорту.
My favorite sport? Well, actually I have two. That's to say, I was a professional soccer player, football, and a professional tennis player. But nowadays I prefer golf.
Чому ви вирішили започаткувати нам відому тенісну академію в Нідерландах?
We had so many tennis players in the Netherlands, but we did not have any tennis players in the international top. And then I was working with the coach of Björn Borg, who was the number one in the world in those days. So that's when we started the tennis academy for the Netherlands.
Як ви проводите свій вільний час від роботи?
I always try to do something with my kids in combination with sports.
У скількох країнах ви були, яка вас найбільше вразила і чому?
I visited many countries, too much to mention. My roots are in Indonesia, so of course this is special to me. I'm building a house in Suriname, so this is special to me. But already in '98 I came to Ukraine, so this is actually the country I visited most. So my heart is somehow in Ukraine.
Чим вам запам'ятається Україна?
I have many good memories, but there were some special moments, unfortunately not all very positive. So one thing I will never forget, being at Maidan at the revolution and all the people being shot there. And when I saw the demonstrations at Maidan, I saw the hope in the eyes of the people. To me that was very special. And I will never forget the first time in Kiev, when actually there was nothing at that moment. There were no shops, no restaurants, nothing. And nobody spoke English. That was also quite a problem.
Чому сьогодні медіація так важлива?
I think there are so many conflicts everywhere. Small conflicts, big conflicts. And people understand that the court cannot be a solution to this. And also there are so many conflicts that will never go to court. And how can we be able to solve these conflicts in a better way?
Чим відрізняється освіта Нідерландів та України?
First of all, in Holland we are much more informal. Way more informal. We would never have even a setting like this would never be in Holland. It would be very informal, it's simple. And this is also in the education. In Holland, the biggest difference is everything is connected to profession. Everything is connected to the skills that you use outside of the school. So on the science part, we are way behind all the other countries in the world. But on the professional skills, we are way ahead of all the others. So our logo is always, we always say that 98% of students, 99% of students will go to business and have a normal job. So we have to prepare them for this. And this is why we have lifelong learning. In my university, most students are in the age 30 to 55. So many of them go step by step and always combine work and study, even on the master level.
Розкажіть нам про спогад зі свого студентського життя, такий найяскравіший.
Actually, I was a student at the military academy. So at that moment, my life was only sports and military. So my brightest moments were my biggest successes in sports. Didn't do much, never went to the pub. I never was drunk in my life, so I was a very boring type. Still am, by the way.
Яка порада була найціннішою для вас?
I think I was 12 years old when I looked at my father and I said, I want to be like him. He was in the camp with the Japanese in the Second World War as a 10-year-old boy. And he and his sister, who endured all this, were the most happy people I've ever seen. So I asked them, why? And he told me, Jan, remember one thing, even in the camps we were happy. So you have the obligation in life to be happy. If something is not fine, try to change it. Give everything you can to change it. But if you cannot change it or will not change it, you have the obligation to be happy.
Які книги ви читаєте та яка найбільше вплинула на вас?
The books I like to read most myself are simple books like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. But the books I like to write, in the last 20 years I wrote most about personality analysis, mediation of course, and talent development. So my latest book, Talent Coach, is maybe the one I like most.
Ну і наостанок ваші поради студентам.
I think nobody realizes the opportunity you have as a student. So I can say it, but probably they will not act accordingly to it. But this is the best time in your life. Take everything you can to develop yourself. Because you only are a student for something like 4 to 6 years. And then you have to work for 50 or 60 years. So be sure, everything you do now will be really working for the next 50 or 60 years. If you study hard and have a lot of knowledge, develop yourself, then for 50 or 60 years you benefit from it. So better take a little bit of hardship now to benefit in the future, but especially keep in mind what you will do afterwards. So go for professional education. Don't write too much scientific articles. In Holland, almost nobody is doing a PhD, nobody. But go for the professional, because this is your future. That would be my advice.
Що ж, я вам дякую за спілкування і сподіваюся, що зовсім скоро ми знову з вами зустрінемося.
Thanks a lot.